All right, we are live to the House of Horrors. I'm Steven, also known as the Horror Freak 85, and tonight we will be talking about remakes and reboots. So, should be a fun night. Since Candyman came out this last week, we figured let's talk remakes.
Should be a remix.
Remakes. Oh, you're echoing. I don't know if that.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, okay.
A remix would be like a '80s mixtape.
Okay. Get that echoing microphone going on.
Yeah,
Remix.
because I was pulling it up on my phone so I could keep an eye on my comments and stuff.
All right, yeah. That was funny. I was watching He's All That because Rachel Lee Cook was the mom in it and Matthew Lillard played the principal. And yeah, I like seeing that like people from the original and new ones. And the kid who was like supposed to be the DJ at the prom, Matthew Lillard goes, he's like, yeah, so where's your equipment? He's like, what? He's like, your turntable, headphones. He's like, bring everything in. And he's like, what? And he holds up, he's like, I got it right here. And he's like, I paid you $4,500 just to use your phone? Dude, that's more than I make in a month. You know that? I know that now. Oh,
For our wedding, I had because the band wasn't going to get there until like later on, so I had like a playlist on my phone, like several different playlists, like pre-wedding music. I had our wedding marches all set up in playlists, and I gave it to my brother to, like, okay, this is what you got to play when. It was like just off of like my tablet or phone or something, going through the speakers, and then when the band got there at reception, then they just took over.
right. But it's funny, it's like, just do everything in the phone now, Don't have to bring in. He's like, the turntables are going to scratch. And he's like, no. It's like, hey, that's what I need to do. Just bring my phone to places. Yeah, $4,500. Thank you. Yep. Thanks for paying me to use my phone.
Right. Is there
Oh,
any
man.
particular movie you want to start chit chatting about?
Doesn't matter to me, really. Let's see. I honestly pretty much just improv it tonight, but I know I wanted to bring up Stephen King's The Shining, the one with Steven Weber. Have you seen that
Oh
one?
no,
Or
yeah, the mini series, wasn't it?
the miniseries
Yeah,
that they
I
did?
have it over there somewhere.
I
It's
think they
been
did.
forever since I've seen it, but yeah, I
It's been a
do
while
own
since. Yeah, it's been a while since I watched it too, but I mean, it was kind of in my mind, and I mean, it was interesting. I like how they did that. It was kind of weird seeing from an axe to a croquet ballot and everything. It's like they
or
come
like the
get you, Mason.
animal bushes coming to life.
And the animal bushes. Yep.
I know they got a special name to it, but the name escapes me.
Oh, what was it? I can't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they got a special name for those like design bushes, but I can't think of it for nothing. It's too fancy for my blood.
it's the kind that Edward Scissorhands was making too, and
Right,
everything in
yeah.
the movie. Just
Yeah, I completely forgot about that one. I didn't have it on the list. That's a good one to bring up.
But yeah, I think Steven Weber did a good job in that though. I like that. That was a good one.
It was decent. I still think the one that Stephen King hates, the one with Jack Nicholson, was probably better, but
Yeah,
I
it
do
was
like
better.
how they did that one because that one, I've never read the book, I will admit, but
Hmm.
the miniseries is supposed to be closer related to the book.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what I heard too. I need to read the book, but
I'm so bad at reading books, it's not funny. I
but yeah,
tried
that
to.
was it. That was a decent Stephen King though one. I mean, you can't beat Jack Nicholson though, of course.
Right,
Come
yeah.
on.
Yeah, and even though he hates Stanley Kubrick's version, I think it's a classic. You can't beat like his performance, and everybody hates Shelley Duvall's performance.
Yeah, yeah.
She got like literally tortured during hers. I guess it was bad. But I don't think she's been right since.
Yeah. Didn't they really have like an axe or a knife or whatever come at, or there was something that
I
like they
believe
were
so.
using?
Well, him axing through the door because he was a lumberjack, they had to get an actual door, and it was probably a real axe too.
Hmm.
But yeah, they had to do that because I guess he was an actual lumberjack, so they couldn't use a fake door because it would bust too quick. So they had to use an actual door for him to break through.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was probably really dramatic.
Yeah.
I could only imagine on that one.
Mm.
And
That's
I
funny.
guess I did a lot of takes with them walking up the stairs too, if I remember correctly. I might not have my facts straight, but if I remember correctly, they did a lot of takes of when he's like backing her up the stairs
Oh yeah.
and basically saying he's not gonna. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your head in.
Just gonna bash your head in.
Yeah, I guess the final take or whatever one they took. I guess they've done it so many times. She was just so basically terrified of Jack at that time. I think that's how it went. I might have it screwed up. I'm trying to go off memory.
Yeah, I remember like she was kind of freaked out doing it so many times, and of course he's like so into it. I mean,
Right, yeah. He
uh,
gets into a lot of his roles.
oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that miniseries. I would think I got a list of 30 movies. I would have thought of that. But I just watched, last night, I watched the Japanese version of The Ring because I don't remember ever seeing the original of The Ring or The Grudge. So I went ahead and I watched both of them, one last night, one today. And The Ring, I almost want to say that the American version's a little bit scarier. I know that might be like a hot take, but I kind of think that the Japanese one wasn't near as scary as the American version.
Hmm.
But that's just my opinion.
It's been a while since I've watched Ringu. That's what they call it, Ringu or
Yeah.
whatever. But
It had two names when I listed it. It was like Ring, and then it also had Ring You.
yeah,
But,
Ringu, however they say it. Yeah,
right.
yeah. It's been a while since I've watched both those, but I thought the Japanese one was probably a bit more creepier in my opinion. But I'd have to
Right.
rewatch it and see. Maybe at the time I thought so. Uh,
Right. Well, everybody has different opinions too,
so
but yeah, I watched it last night. It's like, well, the end was kind of scary, but I don't know. I just kind of thought that the American version, maybe because I saw it first, I don't know, but I
that
just
could be
kind of
it
thought
too.
the American version was slightly more scary. Not the remake. They did a remake called Rings,
Yeah,
and that one's weird because they
yeah.
like use the internet to like pass on the curse. It's not just like the videotape,
It
because
was
videotapes
online.
are, no longer really, for normal people, are not really available. And
Yeah.
then, so they had it, like, brought it to the internet. And I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird, but weird but
It's
interesting
like they're
too.
trying to modernize certain movies, just like the
Yeah.
sucky Child's Play. How it's like it would have been cool if they didn't call it Child's Play, and it was like rewind Bluetooth Wi-Fi Killer Chucky. It's like what?
I, I actually kind of like the Child's Play remake. Now, I think it would have been better if they didn't use Child's Play label. If they
Yeah,
would
that's the
have
only
did
thing.
that without the Child's Play label, I mean, some of the kills are really creative.
Yeah,
They have the car like go and like kill somebody,
yeah,
and
that was yeah.
stuff like that. If they would have taken the Child's Play label off, that movie would have been so much better.
That's what it should have
But
been. Just not
they
Child's
had that, and then they had like the teddy bear. I think it was supposed to be like from Teddy Ruxpin, but it was like a old like
knock off
yeah,
what they
yeah,
can use in
thank you,
movies.
knockoff. I couldn't think of the word.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they had like drones and the killer car, and it was like
I mean,
it's
it's interesting. That's the whole thing that just gets me, though. I mean, they're continuing Child's Play, on Sci-Fi and everything, and it's the actual Child's Play Chucky
yeah,
and everything. And then this, I guess they wanted to reboot. This one would be a reboot instead of a remake because they're changing it. But yeah,
yeah, and then Mark Hamill is Chucky, and even though it's not Brad Dourif, I think Mark Hamill, because he plays like Joker and stuff.
oh, he does Joker. Yeah,
So yeah, his voice with Chucky I thought was really good. But if they would have just taken that Child's Play label, had a different doll,
yeah,
it would have been a better movie.
and
Because
more people
people
probably
don't
went.
like it because they're like, this ain't Chucky, which technically no, it's not a Chucky. If you want to label it, you have to like it. If it's like compare it, you're like, if it's a Chucky movie, then I would say I wouldn't like it because it's definitely not Chucky.
No,
But if they just did their own movie and with a different doll and whatnot, it would have been so much better.
yeah,
But They ruined it by putting the Chucky label on it.
That's pretty much it. Because I mean, like you said, there were creative kills and it was interesting, but it's just
Yeah,
you got that whole child's play in your mind, and it's like, no, no, no.
right. Which I totally agree is nothing like the Child's Play movies. And yeah, if you're like want to base like your like or something based off that, then I could see. But
And then it's not even a serial killer; it's just an evil doll that was programmed to,
right, yeah, he got like watching some bad programming or something like
yeah,
that. Like it was like AI. He learned bad
exactly. So
things.
basically, it was an AI movie, is what it
Yes,
was.
yeah, definitely. It was like when AI learns bad things instead of
Yeah,
good. But if they, like I said, they needed to have a different doll or a different thing as the AI. If they would have had that, it would have been better. But then they
and,
had to slap Chucky on it, and that's what ruined it.
uh, yeah. So
But other than that, besides it being with the label on it, I like it, but it doesn't belong in the Chucky movies
I,
whatsoever.
I don't consider it a child's play movie. So
Yeah, but that's where I stand with it. I like it, but it doesn't belong in Child's Play.
I like it, but I don't. That's
I do own it, but I bought it, I think, at the video store when we still had one. Well,
oh,
I
I
don't know.
got I got it
From
cheap
there.
during the holidays and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really paying full price for
Right,
it.
yeah, I wouldn't pay full price for it. Then I bought Wrong Turn recently as another one that, because they have, I want to say different hillbillies, but they're not really hillbillies, it's a cult.
Well, no, what it was is them. They separated from the state back like during the Civil War. Oh, oops, spoilers. Sorry, but
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
it was.
You're probably going to get spoilers listening to
Yeah,
this.
most likely.
But
But
I don't know, I kind of viewed it as a cult, but yeah, they
it,
did
it
kind of
could
like
be
the
they were just
village. They
and they just
that
lived
town
off on their
aspect.
own and wanted
Yeah,
to disconnect from society. So again, I mean, it was a good story, but trying to use the wrong turn as a part of it.
exactly. Yeah,
That's
it was good, but they shouldn't have put the wrong turn label on it because it's a totally all the other ones have like the same hillbilly family,
hillbillies.
and
Yeah.
then they go and make this one and they want to like change it up and put a different group in
Hmm.
there. But I don't
I
know.
mean, it was an interesting story. I mean, I liked it.
Right. Yeah, I liked it. I bought it actually full. Well, if you want to call $10 full price, I think it was on sale, but I bought it not too long ago. I was
Well, you
like, I
got it
like it.
digital though, right? You didn't buy the
No, I
physical.
got the case around here somewhere.
Oh, you bought the physical copy. Okay, because I
Yeah,
know you do the
I
digital
think it
ones.
came with digital. Yeah, I got the digital. I haven't put it into my Voodoo yet, but
Right.
I got a list. I got a couple. I got the Shin, Godzilla, and Wrong Turn. I got to put in. I just keep getting to do it.
Hmm.
Maybe if I put it in front of my monitor, I'll remember.
Yeah.
And then Fright Night, I watched the remake not too long ago. I really kind of like the remake. I'm not saying it's better than the original one, but I like, I love the cast.
Yeah, it
The
was a good.
the kid from Star Trek, I can't think of his name.
Yep.
David
Yeah.
Tennant,
Yeah. It's. I can't say it starts with a. It's a weird name, and he's
right?
actually unfortunately passed away. He had
Yeah,
that. He was hit by his own car or whatever. That was
yeah,
horrible to hear. Yeah, I can't say his name. Let me find it here. I know who you're talking about, though.
yeah. I just call him this kid from Star Trek because that's how I was describing it to my husband because he likes the Star Trek movies. So I was like, it has the kid, the he played the Russian kid off
Oh,
Star Trek.
Anton Yelchin, I guess is
Yeah,
how you say it. Yeah, or Yelkin. Yeah,
and then I was like David Tennant because he's a big Doctor Who fan. I was like David Tennant is in it, and his character is just hilarious.
yeah. He
And
he
Colin
usually is.
Farrell, and I don't know, and what was her name? The mom of the kid. I think that was what Tony. Oh crap! What was her name?
Colette.
Yeah, Tony Collette. I mean, they had just an amazing cast, but and then the kid, the friend, he was a star too. I want to say Edward Furlong, but that is not right whatsoever. That's
No,
just the name that's coming to my head, but I know that's not right.
No, that's what's his name from Terminator, isn't it, or whatever?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, yeah.
That's the name that's coming to my head, but I know for a fact that's not right. I just can't think of what it is.
Oh yeah, I forgot even Chris Sarandon had a part in it too. I forgot about that. He played JD in it. I can't remember that part, but hmm.
Yeah, but I like that movie. I like the cast and everything, and it's almost like the same as the first one, but of course the first one's better. But I
Oh
don't know.
yeah.
I'm kind of partial to the remake just with the cast alone.
Hmm. Yeah, when it comes to remakes, it's hard to choose between the original because you've seen that first and you're so used to it, and
Yeah,
then there's something new. Either they change it, sometimes they change it for the best, and sometimes it's like, no, 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 no,
right.
no. What are you doing? You're
I
just
know. I
trying to
was going through
remake.
my list, and I was like, "There's a lot of these I actually like." I was like, I diss on remakes a lot, but I was going through, and I was like, "There's a lot of these I actually like." Now, some of them, I'm sure I'll get. Oh, why you like that? That's bad. You shouldn't like that. But
Right.
I don't know. There's a lot of these I actually like the remakes. Now, I'm not saying that makes it better than the original, but some of them, kind of. But
And another one I was thinking of was I Spit on Your Grave, Camille Keaton, of course, in the original. And I forget who's in the new one now. I can probably look that up in a minute. I'll just be the Internet Movie Database researcher here while we're talking. Just bring it up.
yeah, I almost put that on my list, but I couldn't remember if I've seen both or not. I don't remember if I've seen the remake or if I see it because I'm pretty sure I've only seen one of them, and I don't know if it was the remake or the original. But so I can't really compare them that off the top of my head. But I almost did add that to my list.
Hmm. Yeah, the first one was, well, I mean, they're both brutal and everything, but I mean that whole scene when she lures him into the bathtub and then she cuts it off, and then I'm like, oh my god, what? And he's like freaking out. Like at first he's all like, oh, he's thinking like something good is happening, then all of a sudden he realizes, oh, losing a lot of blood there. That's not a good woozy feeling.
Right.
And then the whole metal pipe in the new one or bar or whatever when when she shoves it up him, I'm like, oh, but it's just really horrible. That might have been in the second one. I'm trying to remember
Yeah, there's
because
so many.
they
They
did
made like
three,
yeah three.
but the third one, the new one, would probably be not really a remake, but probably a reboot, only because, or it's continued sort of because Camille Keaton plays the mother of the daughter in it, so it's kind of like what happens to her, they bring it up and everything, so it's in a way it's sort of a continuation from the original a little bit.
And I can't say if I've ever seen two or three, but I know I've seen one of them. I just don't know if I've seen the original or the remake. Cause I honestly don't remember which one I saw.
Mhm.
I'm surprised I haven't seen more of them. I kind of like those type of movies,
The revenge movies. Yeah.
Yeah, where the woman just comes out and just beats the shit out of her attacker. I got Evil Dead on the list too. The Evil Dead remake.
Hmm.
I liked it. I hate not having Ash in there. Of course, nothing replaced my Ash, but
Yeah, Bruce
I,
Gale.
yeah, the girl. I don't think she did that bad. They tortured her so much with the blood, though. There was so much more blood in the remake than there is in the original. I think they had like, oh, I don't even remember. I want to say like gallons upon gallons of blood just poured on this poor girl.
Oh yeah.
But they had, I think, a nice enough nods to the originals. Like they had the necklace, they had the car. You gotta have the car. And
Yeah.
then I know there's some more. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. It's been a minute since I've watched it. But now they look at the necklace and the car is like abandoned out there, and I, of course, the next Comic Con. but you got to have that no matter what.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say I like it better, but I think it holds up. I just wish I knew, which I don't think she's in the new one that's coming, the Evil Dead Rise. I was hoping that if they made a new one, they would at least have her continue on, but I don't think she's in the new one.
I'm not sure about the new one. What was it? Her name's Mia, or was Mia, right?
I
That's
believe so.
I'm thinking Mia. Yeah.
But yeah, I was hoping that she would get put in it, but I haven't seen her in the cast yet. I've been keeping an eye on it. I've reported on a few updates with it, but I don't think she's in the cast. But they're gonna have some kids in
Mm.
Evil Dead Rise, so they're gonna have like kids take over the role, kind of like Ghostbusters is doing. They're gonna have kids take over. Now I don't know if these kids are supposedly related to Ash or um, we'll go with Mia because it sounds right.
Yeah.
But I don't know that, but they are. There's at least I think two of them, if I remember correctly from keep an eye on articles.
So, yeah, that'd be interesting if it was Ash's kids.
Yeah, it would be. But yeah, he's. I think he's like producing or directing it, something
Yeah.
like. But
Yeah.
he's not going to be in it, unfortunately, unless he does something like he did in the remake, where at end of the credits he says like groovy or something like that.
Just a little shocker 2 second thing or something. Yeah.
Right. I remember I was so mad because I didn't know when I went to see it. I saw it in theater. I was so mad that Ash wasn't in it, and I ended up leaving before the credits, so I didn't know about the credit scene until later. But I own it now.
Yeah. What else you got on there? I'm mostly thinking Stephen King movies that I had in my mind.
What are you thinking of?
Uh, Pet Cemetery.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got Pet Cemetery on my list. I'm not sure how I feel about that one, to be quite honest. I don't
Yeah.
like how they swapped the kids.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, and the ending, I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Yeah,
The
I was like, what the hell is
I
going
do want to, the cat, even though unfortunately one of the cats that they had in there did pass away. But I thought the cat, Church, was scarier in the remake than the original. Just the plain old gray cat. I didn't. I mean, he's scary and all, but that Maine Coon with his all like, with his long fur and just kind of matted, and I thought
on?
the remake cat was scarier. But
Mhm.
that's just. But other than that, I don't know what to feel about that movie. It's
Yeah,
like,
the original one with like the sick sister and everything, like
oh
to me
god,
was
yeah. I
the,
don't.
the, the original to me seemed like so much like ooh than the newer
I
one.
still have kind of issues watching the original, but the remake I've seen a couple times. But yeah, I don't think they had Zelda. If they did, it was only like a short
It was brief
thing,
and yeah, I think
and
she
it
was in
wasn't
there.
near as scary. But yeah, Zelda and um, the kid that played Gage, he was creepy as hell in the
What a
original, not the remake. But
boy. I
but
want
yeah,
to play with you. In the first one,
right. And
it comes under the
yeah,
table, or I mean, under the bed. Well, actually, I think they did that in the remake too, but it was still creepier in the original, I think.
right. Oh, plus it wasn't Gage; it was
Yeah,
the other one.
yeah,
uh,
that was weird how they did that.
yeah, I don't know. I think it's creeper. I don't understand why they went with the older child, but because they weren't really traumatic, put the kid through trauma. But I don't know. I think it would have been. It's creepier when it's the younger kid, where they can't really say their words, like with Gage, where he said, "I want to play with you." It's just the way he said it because he's so young.
Mm-hmm.
It made it so much more creepy.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. The Pet Cemetery original is definitely better. I just don't know how to feel. But the only thing I really liked is I thought the cat was creepier.
Mm-hmm.
I do own it. I got it like $5 at the video store, but I don't know. And the ending was weird, and then the kids like wearing those weird masks and the drums, and that was weird.
Yeah.
And yeah, they just took a really weird. And what was his name that played Jed? I don't think he really captivated Jed too well. John Lithgow.
Oh yeah,
I can't remember the original Judd's name, but he was Herman Munster.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, John Lithgow. I mean, I like him as actor. He was good as Trinity and Dexter, which I know you didn't watch Dexter, but I mean, he was good in
right.
that. I don't know. He was just as that character. I just couldn't
Yeah,
see
I
him.
wasn't feeling him as Judd. I wasn't feeling him as Judd. But they are making a prequel, so maybe they'll have, I don't know who they'll have as Judd. I know I've talked about a few people they've added to the um, cast. I just can't remember who they are off the top of my head. But if you go through my news updates, then you'll find updates on it because I've been updating every time I see a cast or whatever. But yeah, it's supposed to be coming to Paramount Plus. I'm not sure when.
What, the Pet Cemetery?
Yeah, the prequel.
Oh, that's right. They're doing a pre. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if they're going to do, because if you remember in the original one, I don't remember if they covered it in the remake or not, but in the original one, Judd had talked about how, their dog, he put in the pet cemetery and it came back. I wonder if they're going to do that storyline or if they're going to go farther back because it's like all the way back. It goes all the way back to like the Indian burial ground. So I wonder how far back they're
Or
going
it
to
could be
go.
just different episodes of different like
Right.
incidents. That'd be cool. Maybe a season. Yeah,
American Horror Story and
like
have
American Horror Stories. That's the
yeah, I haven't seen that one yet, but
which one? The end of it or the
the one
different
I
story?
haven't seen stories or the new
Oh,
American Horror
the new
Story.
one was good. With Macaulay Culkin, they did two episodes so far. So
Yeah, I
it,
want to see it with Macaulay. I really want to see it with Macaulay Culkin in it, but I haven't got to see it yet. But I really do want to see it, and I haven't seen stories yet either.
his character is yeah. He likes
I know him
making.
and Kathy Bates are supposed to get it on,
Well,
so
you know what it is. Uh, let's just say he likes making money in special ways.
I can see that actually with him being in like Party Monster.
Yeah,
It's kind of like that. Yeah, okay, I got you. I think
that's probably how he hooks up with Kathy Bates later because like I'm thinking like why how
I know. I think they're supposed to at least kiss. I don't remember if there's more, but I know they're supposed to at least kiss because I remember going over a news article about that.
yeah
And then I got Dawn of the Dead.
yeah
Now on the remake, I really like the opening scene, how they go through the with the woman driving through after things end up happening and the neighbor girl attacks them whenever and the girl's going through town or the woman's driving through the town. I think that part's really good, but after that, I think it kind of goes downhill.
yeah.
But after that's just my opinion. But the original, it's good. But the remake, I think after like that opening scene, almost like Ghost Ship. I was like, after the opening scene,
Oh yeah,
right?
it did. Like I mean, it was okay, but like it started out with like the most exciting part of the movie with the whole
It
everything.
has like one of the most memorable opening scenes. Same with Dawn of the Dead. It has a really memorable opening scene, but like once they get to like the mall and stuff, it's just like I don't know. I think it kind of goes out there a little bit, but
Kind of like the collector or the collection, the second one when they're at that party and they put the knife was coming down, the spinning knives or whatever through the club, and they were all locked in, mowing them down. Like kind of, in a way that reminded me of Ghost Ship a little bit.
yeah,
How they were all sliced up a little bit, not much, but some were getting trampled.
yeah,
Like
it's
this,
almost that almost goes to the Dawn of the Dead too because they have they make those trucks with the blades
uh-huh.
that go out and then things end up happening and whatnot, but I don't know. And of course the dog, they don't hurt the dog, which is good, but the dog ends up getting them to hurt other people.
It's like kill all the people you want, but leave the animals alone.
Right, yeah, at least they don't kill the dog, but they make the zombies not care about that, so that's good. But of course I own both. I'm pretty sure I own both of them, but I don't know. remake, but the only good part is that opening scene is like when the girl attacks, like her boyfriend comes in and attacks, and then the woman's driving around the town seeing everybody getting attacked and whatnot. But after that, I don't know. I think it falls short after that. But that's my opinion.
Night of the Living Dead is a good one too, with Tony
Hmm.
Todd. Yeah,
Yeah, that's hard. Of course, the original is a classic. It's
yeah.
definitely a staple. But yeah, the remake I think is pretty good as well. We just lost somebody from the
Aaron
original cast this week, Marilyn
Eastman.
Eastman. So I was right on tip of my tongue because I just talked about it last night. But
She was supposed to be in Tampa a couple months ago when I went to the Tampa Screams. She was supposed
oh
to be
yeah,
there, and she had canceled. And after hearing this, I'm thinking, I bet maybe she wasn't feeling well, and it's probably
that could be.
getting close. But I had met her before at another convention. Actually, I think it was in Tampa or whatever. And she really didn't have many people at her table. And her son actually, was asking people, he's like, "Hey, you like Night of the Living Dead?" And bringing people over and stuff because like we didn't like she wasn't announced or anything really. She was like,
Oh,
had her own little table. She was nice. I didn't get a picture with her, unfortunately. I kind of wish now I did, but she was nice though. I mean, I'm glad I got to meet her anyway. So, uh,
a friend of mine posted last night on Facebook. It's like, what celebrity death hit you the hardest? And he had listed a couple. Robin Williams was
oh
one.
yeah,
What the other ones were, and so I was like, it's like Sid Haig, Kurt Cobain, and who else did I put? It was another horror actor, Gunnar Hansen,
oh yeah.
and that's the ones I put because I just the only ones I thought off the top of my head. But I met Gunnar not too long before he passed away.
Mhm.
I was let's see, he was because he had two cons right before he passed away, and I was at not the very last one, but the one before that is where I met him. And he was like, then he was supposed to go to either North or South Carolina. I forget which one. And he's like, yeah, you should go there. And I obviously it was too far for me. I couldn't go, but I kind of wish I would have went or made some sort of effort to go because he ended up doing like a full costume, like photo op with Leatherface, and
Oh
ended
man,
up doing like his last con as well. And he
that
was
would
so
have been awesome to have that picture.
yeah, we talked to him for like 45 minutes at least because at first nobody was going to his table. And then so we talked to him for like ever. And he let us take two pictures, probably because he seen me. Like, as soon as we went onto the floor, I saw him and I just went beeline straight toward them. So he let us take an extra picture.
Yeah. Sometimes the ones who don't have much at their table or many people coming up to their table, they're like the coolest people. It's like, how come they don't have more people? Like, it's crazy.
Right. But yeah, I got choked by him and Kane Hodder at that con.
Literally. Oh,
Yeah, literally.
well, Kane, he's always like, yeah, it's just pretend, but like for about 2 seconds, he'll literally strangle you for like 2 seconds just to the way
Yes.
you take you out. It's like, oh my
And
God.
Gunner did too. Gunner put some pressure on there too. So yeah, I literally got choked by both.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's funny. A friend of mine, well, he passed away, but when I had a picture, well, I still have the picture. I met, of course, Kane Hodder and Angus Scrim from Phantasm. We were in the same picture. It's kind of funny. He went to Angus went to bed like about 7:30, and then we're up partying like 3 in the morning. It was hilarious. Good guy, but or he just went to bed for the con. But he's in the picture as Kane is strangling me, and my friend was like, "Dude, you're being strangled by Jason as the tall man's just looking at you." It's like that's a combo, Jason and the tall man.
Yeah,
It's like
definitely.
Freddy versus Jason, tall man versus Jason.
I just watched a movie. The I think it's either The Disciples or just called Disciples. I forget what it is, but he is in it with Tony Todd, and then one of our guests is coming up is in it too, and I don't remember which one. But I watched it for research, and but he was like in a wheelchair. It must have been close to one of his last movies that he did because he was in a wheelchair most of that movie.
It's not Nicholas Vince, is it?
I don't remember. It might have been
Disciple.
something previously we saw. I got it in my notes.
Let's see, Disciples, because I know Tony Todd is in that movie. Oh, is
Yeah,
that the one Camden was in? Because I know he
maybe.
was. I think that's the one Camden Toy was in. That was
Yeah,
our.
it was Camden Toy.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
previous guest. I had it in my notes. I just couldn't remember. But yeah, Camden was in it. But yeah, Angus was in it, and he was in a wheelchair in that one. So it was probably close to one of his last movies. That was a pretty good movie though. It's on Tubi if anybody's interested in seeing it. It has a lot of horror
Yeah,
um, actors in it. It had Camden Toy, Tony Todd, Angus Shrim. Probably not saying that right. Um,
yeah.
I can't remember who else was in it. Oh,
um,
Debbie
oh,
Deshawn.
Debbie Rochon was in it. Yeah,
Debbie Deshawn.
who may be on the show one of these days. I did email her, so but yeah, I forgot she was in it. Yeah, a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. I would say it's better than Death House. It has probably about the same amount of like horror actors, but it's probably better than Death House. I thought Death House. I know it's not a remake. We're kind of going off subject, but it's a horror movie. We talk about it, but yeah, Death House. I wasn't super impressed with that. I was like all excited. It was supposed to be the Expendables of horror.
Horror
So many
movies.
people in it, but like the story was just like, what the hell?
It
They
was a
should
weird
have had
one.
a better story. They needed a better story with that. But yeah, Debbie Rochon was in that too because she played Leatherlace.
Mm.
Because I think that was one of the last things Gunner worked on. He wasn't in it, but I think he like wrote something for it.
I think he wrote it or directed
Yeah,
it or something. Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know what happened with that because I was all excited about it, but it's just I don't know. I mean, it's all right, but it's I'd probably watch some else.
yeah. I think we sort of talked about it before, or maybe when I messaged you. But of course, the Stand, the new one, I was like not a fan of the new Stand.
Yeah, we talked about the stand a few times. Yeah, the new one it somewhat follows along. I don't know, like some of the characters you're supposed to like, you end up
And
hating.
then when they change the judge, like when they do the sex reversals, like I mean, I understand they're doing something new, but it's still kind of weird seeing the swaps and everything. But
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. That one just yeah, it was kind of odd. I wasn't really super feeling. Did watch every one of the episodes, but I don't know. Like the dude that plays Flash, he did kind of do a good job as the crazy dude, but because I guess nobody really likes him anyway. I guess he's like a real asshole.
oh, Flag, you mean
No, the
Randall
guy
Flag?
that he's like the new Flash. I can't
Oh,
think of
you
his
mean
name.
the guy who's the new
Yeah,
Flag?
he's the guy who
Okay,
played
yeah.
Flash, not Flag, but I get what you say. But yeah,
I thought you mistakenly said
no,
Flash instead of
no,
Flag.
the guy that plays the new Flash was the crazy dude, the one with the bombs and
Yeah, the ball,
whatnot. And
trash can man. Yeah,
trash can, yeah.
Bubsy,
And
Bubsy, Bubsy.
right, yeah. I didn't really like his trash can. He was
He wasn't really crazy enough. Like I don't know. It was just
Max Headroom did a better job.
yeah, my life for you.
Yeah, I really I guess everybody pretty much hates him anyway. I don't really know about that, but because I'm not really super into the superhero movies, but I guess he's an ass to his fans.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't really know, but yeah, I wasn't feeling him as Trash Can Man. I did like what's his name, Bill Skarsgård's brother as Flag. I
yeah.
did like that, but what was her name, Naomi, Amber Heard. I didn't
Yeah.
like her Naomi because you just want to hate her face. I'm sorry, you just want to hate her. She was playing a bad person. We want to hate her anyway, but I
She was
don't know.
kind of like I mean she was sort of like she was in Never Back Down and stuff and like she was always running onto the stage late, and she kind of like felt like people catered to her. I don't know. I just got a weird vibe from her, and like when we were doing the scene, we had to like we were like waiting because she was behind, and Jeff is all like screaming Amber, and, like taking forever to come on set, and I'm like, wow, that's messed up. But
Yeah,
I
I
think
can
that was
see
before the whole Johnny Depp though, before she got with him. But still,
that. Right. But yeah, her, and then I wasn't really feeling Mother Abigail either. I just, I don't know, another person you just want to look at was like, I know she was all right in like, what was it, Sister Act and all that, but
and Ghost, and
yeah, I think she's kind of past her prime. I just want to like, I ain't feeling you as somebody I'm supposed to like.
no Whoopi in that performance.
Right? But yeah, I wasn't feeling her as Mother Abigail, and I can't think of the dude that played. I want to say his name was Stan in the show. He did okay, I think. And Brad Dourif's daughter was in that too.
Yeah, Fiona was in it.
Yeah, but yeah, I wasn't feeling it. I don't think they did cast. They should have had somebody like the woman who played Ma. I think she would have been like a better Mother Abigail. I can't think of her name. Uh,
Oh,
yeah,
Octavia.
Octavia. I think she would have been a better um, Mother Abigail. This might have been, but she might not be old enough. But there's makeup.
Well, they put makeup on.
Yeah, I don't know how much makeup they put on
Well,
Whoopi.
well, I think I don't. No, I'd have to look up her name. The original Mother Abigail. Even I mean, I don't think she was an old woman in real life. They just made her
Probably
look
not.
old.
They probably just put a bunch of makeup on her. But
So
yeah, I got thinking about it. I was watching it and I was like, man, that's, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling her as Mother Abigail. I don't know. I pictured, what was her name? Octavia. I pictured her when I was like, I would have went with, I don't know if she'd even like auditioned or wouldn't have been interested in that, but I don't
mm,
know. Like her performance in Ma, I think made my opinion of that she should have been as, but she's kind of creepy in Ma too. So I don't know. That's really good representation. She's not a good
yes,
person in Ma,
she was a weird ball, right?
right? I got the Friday the 13th final cut. What was your thoughts on that?
I mean, yeah, I'm so used to the original, but there were some good kills in it, and of course, I'm a fan of Supernatural, and I thought it was a good cast with Jared Padalecki in it. So, but yeah, it's still
It's
I'd
all
have to
right
go.
to watch for something different. Like I watched it this past Friday the 13th. I'm pretty sure it was the only Jason movie I didn't even watch this past Friday the 13th because I did a live stream. I was getting prepared for that. But it's like all right to watch every now and then. But honestly, my favorite ones are the ones with Kane Hodder in it.
Yeah,
And number 8 is honestly one of my favorites because I know it was the odd one to pick. And
Jason takes a boat ride. That's what it's
it
not
was my
Manhattan.
first Jason movie, and I don't know, I just fell in love with it. And then a couple years ago, probably longer than a couple years ago, I introduced my son to Jason, and I laid out all my movies as like pick one, and he picked Jason X. So that was his first Jason movie, and he actually liked Jason X. I kind of like Jason X too, but
The
yeah,
freeze kill is the best. Smash her face into it. I
I
love
like
that.
the one where they trap him in the not cryo, the hologram thing, and they like make him think he's like in a campground, and he has like the
Yeah.
girls with the sleeping bags. Instead
Mhm.
of having the one kill, he's got them both just to go. But I don't know. I kind of like those, the silly ones like that. But that's just my opinion. I like the Kane Hodder ones, but the remake, it's just I don't know. It's definitely different, and
It's different. Yeah.
like especially him kidnapping somebody and keeping them alive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Him going after his sister and everything, and keeping his.
Right. Yeah. That's
It's
definitely
like that he doesn't do that. He just kills. That's it. He
right.
doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, it's all right to watch for something different. Like if you want to watch Jason, but you want to have it something different, I could see it. But I don't know. I own it, but it's not definitely one of my favorites.
Of course, I got the Scream Factory set of them all, so the one that recently came out, of course. So.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I got them all on like DVD. I think it's a couple of them have like packs of several different movies,
Yeah,
and
they did some
a couple
they
I
did
had to
some, of
buy
course, double
individually.
packs. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like 9, 10, and Final Cut I had to buy individually, and then I think 1 through 4 is in one disc, and then like 4 through 8 is on another disc, or not disc, but set. I think that's how mine goes. Like 1 through 4, 4 through 8, and then I bought 9, 10, and Final Cut, and then Freddy vs. Jason is in my Freddy movies because I had two 4 packs of Freddy movies, so it was on that.
Hmm.
So mine's just all over the place. I don't have no big fancy sets.
Yeah, I like the dice box set. I like it. So
It looks cool, but I think one of like 100 some odd dollars.
yeah,
Yeah, that's probably why I did.
I got it with the poster. The posters that came with it were nice too. Like the Scream Factory has some nice artwork posters. It's been a while since I've gotten any because they're so expensive. It's like I'd love to get every single one, but it's just like, yeah, you charge so much for them. It's like,
Yeah,
so
yeah, I don't have any of that. Never ordered anything through Scream Factory. I do have a couple posters, like movie posters. A friend of mine worked at a movie theater. I have the It poster, and I have a Meg poster, and then I have the shark cutout. They had when 47 meters came out, they had
mhm.
that big cardboard cutout stand, whatever.
Yeah.
It had the shark cutout. I
Mhm.
got that. That was in my wedding.
It jumped out of the cake. Ah.
We had it set behind the altar. Yeah, I think we ended up moving it later on because the band ended up being where the altar was. But yeah, we had it set up behind the altar. So like his sister married us, so it was like the shark, the altar, his sister, and then us. And then we moved the shark. I think it might have been moved over by like where the cake and stuff was later, but we had it. We didn't have it at a church. We just had it at like this. I want to call it a banquet hall
Mhm.
because I couldn't find a church that would let us do what we wanted.
Yeah.
So I
What do
got
you mean
this.
I can't bring the shark into the church? It's a Christian shark or Catholic or
Yeah, because I
whatever.
had horror decorations, like some of the music that I wanted to play, and we was having a live band, and as this, they did, I couldn't find a church that would let us do the stuff that we wanted to do, so
Come
we
on,
went
what about thou shall not judge?
right. And since it was like a mix between Star Wars and horror, we had like the lightsaber arch as we walked back down the aisle, and then one person had a Negan bat. So, yeah, so there was like a lightsaber, and then my stepson had the Negan bat. So yeah, we had a little mix of stuff. I don't remember if I have a picture of that because I made a little video of pictures of the wedding decoration stuff. I don't remember if that is added onto it or not, but it's not a very long video. You should check it out. It was my bridesmaid. It's very very creative. She did an amazing job on the decorations. We had little Funko Pops and like mason jars, and she had like little scenes inside the mason jars, and those were at each table. We had like Star Wars and horror ones, and then we had some NECA figures and mini Funko Pops and stuff like in the flowers and stuff. I had Jaws was in my bouquet. I had a little mini Jaws in my bouquet. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. And we have a couple different Halloween ones to
Oh
talk.
yeah.
There's the zombie one and then the new one, the Halloween 18, 2018. How are you on the Rob Zombie movies?
I like the first one.
Yeah,
Second one was interesting. Yeah, I don't know with the whole like horse or unicorn or whatever it was in it. And it's
right.
just
Yeah,
like
the second one is definitely out there. I do own it, so I have a complete set. That's basically why. But
But even Scout Taylor, when they were at Spooky Empire, the girls of Halloween or women of Halloween, and I filmed it, and they were saying how it was interesting. It was definitely his idea of it. So like they didn't even really know how to explain it. They were just like,
I wonder if he regrets that now.
yeah, I don't know. I wonder, like, yeah, that'd be something to talk to him. Be like, oh, so what are your thoughts now?
Right? Yeah, I
Anything,
wondered about
anything
that.
you would do differently, or are you still proud of the way it turned out? I mean, hey, he might still be proud of how it is. That's it's his vision, and
Right?
he might just be satisfied with it and doesn't
Yeah, I
care
know
what.
some people have like a hate boner for zombie, so I didn't know if you were on that side or not. But I agree. Yeah, the first one isn't bad. The second one is definitely, it's just odd. The new one, I don't know. It's all right. I think that they kind of took some of the badassness out of Lori. Like she's still kind of a badass, but they kind of took a little bit away and kind of made her crazy, which I kind of get because of the trauma she'd been through.
Yeah,
But I don't know because it's supposed to be a direct sequel from the first one. So every movie after the first
and,
one
and
does
they and
not
they changed it
exist.
of him being related. There, that's
Yeah.
not her
Well,
brother.
that's not revealed until the second movie. So
So,
yes, if direct sequel off the first one, then you never know that
mhm,
they're related. That's how they explain that one away. But and then like her daughter, of course, is different storylines. So it's a different daughter. It's like her daughter is just like completely dismissive of her and treats her like she's crazy,
mhm,
and which we don't know. She probably learned of the stories, but she probably never experienced Michael because there was like a huge gap between the first
yeah,
movie and that one. I forget how many years it was, but so she probably never
mhm,
experienced Michael. So I kind of see why she treated her crazy, but I don't know. I didn't really like her daughter in that one. And
mhm.
I thought they kind of took some stuff away from Lori that, like, she was badass, but she was like a timid badass. It's like, I don't know. Hello, Doomsday.
She was a hey, dude. Yeah, she's pretty much a traumatized badass.
Right,
She was
yeah.
like prepping. So, what are your thoughts, Dooms, on Halloween or any remake that you like,
Or we went off topic several times, so anything in your little horror mind you want to bring
or anything? Yeah, or anything in your horror mind. It doesn't matter. It's a free
Yeah,
for
we
all
went off
here.
topic a couple times, so yeah, go for it. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I was like, I don't know. Have you seen the new one yet? The new
Yeah, I mean,
Halloween?
well, I mean, I've seen them. I mean, I haven't seen Kill. I mean, Kills isn't out yet, obviously, but I mean, I've seen
Right,
the
yeah, that's
most
not coming
recent
out
one.
till October, I think.
Yeah, 50 days now or 49. Yeah, they had a. Yeah, he liked the Halloween remake.
Are
No,
you
no,
talking
would you
about the new one, or are you talking about Zombie? I'm assuming you're talking about the new one because that's the one we were just talking about. We just finished talking about. I take it for what it is. That is true, and I like that they sprinkled in Halloween 3 nods.
Yeah,
I do like that, and then the trailer for the new one has Halloween 3 nods in it as well.
yeah.
So I like that. I want to say that they had other nods in the movies, in that movie for other ones. I just don't remember what they were. I just the only one I remember because everybody was going shit crazy about Halloween 3 ones.
Yeah,
But yeah, I want to say there was other nods as well. I just don't remember what they were.
yeah.
But yeah, taking it from like that time span and eliminating all the other movies, it's all right. I don't really like what they did with Lori, and I really didn't like the daughter. But I guess you got to see the daughter doesn't have the experience with Michael like her other daughter, and then of course she
Yeah,
don't have her son. Well, those just magically disappeared in the original series too. Anyway,
yeah. Everything. It's just a direct sequel to the first one. Yeah. It's like nothing ever happened. See, I was talking Rob Zombie's 2018 more than the 78 sequel than the remake. Okay.
Okay, so Rob's a little confused there. Yeah, Rob Zombies was not in 2018. Or are you talking about because 2018 was the new remake? I will take it as you like both of them. That's what I'm taking it as.
Yeah, I don't know if you were in here when we were just talking about the Rob Zombie one, but the first one better than the second one. The second one was just weird to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Like I like a lot of his movies, but there are a few that I don't like. Like I don't like Lords of Salem.
I didn't like Lords of Salem.
I did not like that. I did not like the Halloween 2. And that's the only ones I could think of I really didn't like. I know a lot of people hate Three from Hell, and but I think it kind of shows more of like how they are as like a family, and
Mhm.
well, of course they kill and everything, but it has
Yeah,
more like the family dynamic in it. Like we see bits of that in Devil's Rejects, but I think they explore that a little bit more in Three from Hell,
yeah,
and of course they have the killings and stuff because you can't have one of those. Rob Zombie Part Two has some good moments, possibly.
yeah,
I don't remember. It's been a minute. I know it's weird, and it's
yeah,
been a minute since I've seen it. I do own it. Maybe I'll revisit it this Halloween.
yeah.
Right?
Halloween will be a good time to watch all the Halloweens.
Right. Well, usually, well, last year I did the 31 days challenge, and I watched a movie and did a review each day. That was really hard. I was really busy,
Yeah.
like all month of October. I'll try to do it this year too, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe if I sit here and do it from the computer here instead of having to run upstairs and do one, 'cause it's just too
That is
hard.
a hard way to do one every day for 31
Yeah,
days.
it's just. I know I sound lazy, but it's really hard for me to get up and down the stairs. So, because my filming room where I do like all my unboxings and like my reviews is upstairs, where I set up my camera and I'm going blurry. I
Yeah.
set up the camera and film,
Blair
but then
Witch Project.
when I do my news reports and stuff, I do it downstairs on the main computer. So it's just I'm already on this level, so it's not that hard for me to do. I just have to film it, edit it out the door, but now I have to like tramp up the stairs, film, and then go carry everything up and down. And stairs are not my friend for the past couple years.
Bad stairs. Like in what was it? Yeah, in Gremlins they had one where they had the seat on the stairs and then they made it like go shoot out. Get one of those.
When I first hurt my foot, I suggested putting an elevator in the house. Of course, we do not have an elevator, but that'd be too expensive and hard to do.
Yeah, the beginning, the hospital scene. The hospital scene was good. I like that. Tyler Maine's favorite kill. Yeah.
Cool. I have to watch it again. I honestly don't remember. It's been so long. I did just buy it like a year or two ago because I found it at a used store. So I'll have to revisit that. So that'd be a good movie to put on my Halloween list to
Yeah,
revisit.
I'll probably rewatch on the Halloween again just for that. Yeah, since it's been a while.
I usually have like a staple of Halloween movies, but last year I had since I did the 31 day challenge, I had like a theme because it takes me forever to pick a movie. So I found this thing that had like a list of themes, like day one, pick like a vampire movie, for example. So at least I had something to like kind of go off of because other than that, it would take me like forever and ever to pick like movies. Actually, I should start working on those reviews now, or I'll be busy as hell in October.
It's like just film them now and just put them up each
Right,
day.
that's what I usually do. I'll watch like a bunch of movies, and then I have my notes, and then I have a teleprompter app on this, so I'll type in like a script, and then I have this go, and then I can read my script of what I want to cover. That way, I don't forget anything. Rob Zombie. I don't know why people have such a problem with him. It's his movie, and if he wants to put and wants to be proud of his wife and put her in everything, I get that it's annoying. I get that, but and I get that's why people don't like a lot of his stuff because I only hate Resurrection. I can see that, but Busta got Busta in that.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Busta rhymes. But yeah, each Halloween I think it has its own little special element to it. But yeah, I could see. I understand why people hate that they put Sherry in every movie, but it is what it is. Like I say it's his movie. It's his
I'm wondering
life.
how she's going to be in the monsters when they come
She's
out
playing
again.
Lily, but he's full out building a whole town.
Yeah, I've seen like
Yeah,
some of the stuff
yeah,
he's
I've seen
posted.
some of that. Yeah, he's full out building the whole town, so it should be interesting. I don't remember who else was cast. I don't know if it's said yet. It may
I'm
have.
still wondering how if it's going to be like his type of movie or a family movie or how that's going to be because
I don't think Rob Zombie could do a family movie.
see that's the thing. I'm thinking this is going to be like
Right. I cannot picture Zombie playing what?
I gotta go get my juice. I'll be right back.
Oh, but yeah, I cannot picture Rob Zombie playing a family movie.
yeah.
That doesn't even feel right.
It does. It's like that. I think I would be in a parallel universe if that happened.
Right.
I'd be like, what is going?
We'll definitely know if it is a family movie and it. Yeah, we'll
It's the
definitely
end
know
of the
who plays
world
the
or some weird
girl.
shit, or we're in the Matrix or something. I don't know, or something weird
Death,
going on.
death by electrocuted balls. Yeah, I think that was what. And was that in Resurrection? I don't know. It's been forever since I've seen a lot of these movies. I get my movies mixed up, but I do remember Busta was in that, and Tyra Banks, I think.
Free from Hell and Halloween 2.
I don't know, I kind of liked her in a Three from Hell. But yeah, there's not too much of Halloween 2 that I remember liking, but it's been years. I'll revisit it and see what I've said, but I don't know. I think I'm one of the odd men out. I liked Three from Hell, but that's good. I'm glad you know your Halloween.
Yeah.
I get my movies mixed up. If I don't have my notes, I forget.
I watched. It's true. I watched so much, and then it's been a while since I watched it. It's like, oh, it's just
Right. And my memory is not good anymore, especially after I hit my head. It's just if I don't have notes, I'm lost. But I'll say we'll move on to the crazies.
yeah.
Which one did you like?
Oh gosh, it's been forever since I watched the original one, but yeah, it's been a while since. The new one, I kind of remember the newer one more. Um, so I mean, it was interesting, I guess. I mean, the
Yeah,
original might have been
I
better.
kind of like the new one better.
So
I watched that one first. I didn't realize it was a remake when I'd seen it. And then I found out it was a remake. And then later on, I'd watched the other one. And I don't know, I kind of liked the remake better. I
yeah.
said it might be just because I seen it first and liked it first. But I don't know. I kind of like the remake better. But that's just, of course, that's my opinion. But I do own the remake, but I do not own the original.
I'll have to go back on that. Another one I was thinking about. I actually like the original better of My Bloody Valentine.
Oh, really? I'm the opposite on that. I like the remake better. But again, that's the same story with the Crazies. I didn't know that there was a remake. That the one was a remake until after I'd seen it. So I'd seen the remake first and then went back and watched the original. But I know I've seen both, but honestly, I forget anything.
In either of the Crazies or My Bloody Valentine, which
It
one?
could be both.
Or both, or both. I don't remember both of both. Oh, both Bloody Valentines were solid. Yeah, they were both good.
Yeah, the original wasn't too bad, but I kind of like the remake. I do own the remake. I do not own the original. Same with Crazies. I own the remake and not the original. It's just, I don't know. I kind of like them better. And then she would go on to the travesty of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh gosh, Oh, the remake is awesome. Forget the old one. Oh, I mean,
Jesse was so great. He pinned down Freddy so well. His makeup was on point.
oh,
Think you're
No.
being facetious.
Yes, I'm being facetious.
yes. Oh gosh. Yeah, you know how in my comments earlier, like in the group, I said somewhere and I put the little poop sign. That's referring to Nightmare on Elm Street remake. That's one of them. What's bad is even I can't think of his name right now. But he was in it. He was also in the Sarah O'Connor Chronicles, the TV show. I can't think of his name right now. I'm gonna have to look it up. But I remember him saying that it was bad, and he was like, "Yeah." I mean, he's like, "I was in it, and I still thought it was horrible." It's like when the own actor in the movie he thinks it's bad.
Yeah, I do own it, so I have a complete set, but that's about it. Um, Doomsday's asked about I Spit on Your Grave. We did talk about that one.
We did actually, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember which one I seen. I'm pretty sure I've only seen one of them, and I don't remember if it was the original or the remake. And I forget which one you said you liked more.
I like the original personally. So, but then again, I saw that first too, and that was another one, of seeing it
Right.
first.
I think
Um,
that kind of like hints on a lot of what you end up liking is what you end up seeing first. Because some of these I'd seen first, and I ended up liking them better.
but yeah, but I still got to say the newer I Spit on Your Graves. I mean, they're just as brutal, if not more. So,
Now we was just talking about Friday the 13th as well, the remake. It wasn't initially loved, but people have come around. That's a good one. Mirrors was great. Jason. And it's not horrible. It's out last Friday the 13th. It was the only Jason movie I watched because I was busy and couldn't watch more than one. But I would say only watch it if you want something kind of different, since it is kind of a different storyline. But it's
and
not
in the
like
new one, Jason's an archer.
it's more. Yeah,
Like when he learned to shoot a bow and arrow.
I'm guessing you probably saw the remake. Possibly. I'm assuming you're talking about I Spit on Your Grave. It's possible. I don't remember which one I seen, and I didn't go like revisit it before we did the show because honestly I forgot about that movie when I was doing my notes. I also have Let Me In,
No,
and I want to say, do they both have the same title? I think
no, it was let
one of them's
the
different.
original. The original was called Let the Right One In,
Yeah, Let the Right One In. That's right.
and the new one was Let Me In with Chloe
Yeah,
Mortez, or
Chloe. I got her name in my notes somewhere.
I think it's like
'Cause I have her
Mortez.
Mortiz,
Yeah,
maybe.
Mortez. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have her in my notes a couple times. So, and with the Chloe as I have her, yeah, in this one. In this one,
For
I'm
that one,
pretty
I
sure.
like the original one better than that.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah.
See,
But
I
then
like
again, I saw the original first though too. So then again, that could be another
right. Yeah, I think we're getting that theme
set in
here.
my mind. Just yeah.
Right. And same with Let Me In. I saw the Chloe version, the remake, before the OG. And then I don't know, I just wasn't feeling the original. I didn't really like it. And we already did My Bloody Valentine. How about Manic? Have you seen the
Oh,
OG?
Maniac. Yeah,
Yeah, I can't talk.
that's all right. Feeling a little manic.
And yeah,
Stepfather,
the
Stranger
OG
Calls.
and uh,
I was
the
actually thinking Stepfather earlier today.
I don't know if I've seen the original. I know for a fact I've seen the remake of Stepfather. I don't know if I know I've came across like I've seen it like streaming places, but I don't remember if I've actually sat and watched it.
I
When a
don't.
Stranger Calls, I do own both of them. I just don't remember if I've seen them. So I own a lot of movies that I have. I have like a couple that have the dual that have the original and the remake with it. And I know When a Stranger Calls is one of the ones I own, but for life of me, I couldn't even tell you what that movie's about.
He likes both the originals better. Yeah, the original Stepfather was way better than the new one. And I can't think of his name, but I know the new one, the father or who played the stepfather was on Nip Tuck.
Oh, the maniac. I kind of like Elijah Woods. I thought he played a pretty good creepy
Mm-hmm.
stalker dude, and he had the mannequins and what. Well, I think they had mannequins in the original too.
Yeah, there is a big one.
I watched the original a couple times, but I don't know. I kind of like Elijah Wood's version a little bit better.
It was
I don't
funny.
remember which one I seen first though.
Yeah, I had him sign Maniac. Like people behind me and in front of me, they all had Lord of the Rings stuff. Here I have Maniac. I had him sign me, and he was like, "What color you want to sign?" I'm like, "How about red? Blood red." So he like signed it around the front stuff, and I was like, "Yeah, thanks. I've been a fan since The Good Son." And I named a couple of others, and then I go, and I think you were in Lord of the Rings, right? Small part. He's like, "Yeah, this is small part." He started cracking. He thought that was funny. Well, like everyone had Lord of the Rings stuff. I mean, it's like
Right.
I
Yeah.
think they make a joke about it. Like, I think you were Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, and he's actually getting into the horror realm,
Yeah.
and
What was the other one? Open Window or whatever that he did was a good one.
yeah, he did Open Window. He did Cooties, which is hilarious.
Yes, that was really good.
I absolutely love Cooties. Um,
Gee,
don't even
when we were kids, we didn't want cooties. Now we love
right.
it.
Cooties is freaking hilarious. I just reported he's talking about. I know it's not horror related, but he's talking about bringing GTA 5 into either a movie or a TV series.
That would be
That'd be
interesting.
interesting. I know I had
That would
Papa.
definitely have to be like an HBO Max or something.
Right, yeah. Yeah, Papa was talking about that having like an Italian American accent, and I was like, I played each. Well, I don't play story mode, so I can't really say. I usually play online. I was like, I don't remember like a lot of the characters having an Italian accent, unless he's thinking of a different GTA. It's possible because I've never
Maybe.
played. The only GTA I've ever played is 5, and I've never played story mode. I've only played online. What about it? Yeah, it is on the list.
Yeah.
And before I get talking about that, I did not know Killer Clowns is getting a sequel.
I
I'll
think
have
I
to
heard.
keep my eye out on that. I have not seen that, or I would have
I
covered
guess because of my shirt, that's why you brought that
it.
up. I'm
Nice.
wearing a Killer Clown shirt. So.
But it, yeah, Tim Curry you can't beat, but I don't know. I kind of like the remake. I kind of like what they did with it.
Mm.
They made it like creepy, and I like the
More
original.
intense, and yeah, there's a lot
Right, yeah,
because the original was the TV one, so of course
right.
they're not going to do as much on television.
Right. It was scary, but honestly, I kind of think the remake is a little bit scary. Like you said, the other one was like TV made, but you can't beat Tim Curry's
Yeah,
performance. You can't beat that. And then there's a few other cast members in there as well, like the guy from Night Court that played Richie. I think he did really good job. I remember when he passed away, a lot of people were saying "beep beep Richie." That
yeah,
was all over my like news feed when he passed away. It was "beep beep Richie."
yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's
That's
definitely
why
like
I've said it a couple times at work when they come out like beep beep, and they kind of look at me like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, never mind."
sounds
Uh,
like something I would just randomly say.
it's fun. Beep beep, Bridgie. But yeah, then you had
Next,
John Ritter was in it, of
oh
course.
yeah,
So, yeah, I was a kid when it was on TV. It was scary. The end was rough with a TV budget. Yeah,
that is true. But yeah, it's definitely. I don't hate either, but I do kind of like the remake a little bit better. But I do not hate either. You can't beat Tim Curry's performance. We'll never downgrade that. But honestly, like creepiness wise, scariness wise, I would say the remake. I know people hate on that, but I'm probably going to get like a bunch of hate messages after this. I guarantee I'm probably going to get, because some of my takes on some of these, I guarantee I'm probably going to get some hate messages. My next one I got was House of Wax.
Mm. I really did enjoy seeing Paris Hilton get killed.
Yeah, that's like the only good part of that movie.
She surely gave that steel some good head.
Nice. Both for better and more interesting story
Before
before.
adults, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the kids'
agreed.
stories are always more interesting on that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about the only thing I could say about the remake is, for House of Wax. That is the Paris Hilton kill is like the best part of that movie.
And I think at the time that it was out, I believe it was True Calling or another show. It might have been True Calling, and they had showed an episode of The Simple Life where they did something and they were holding off a couple weeks on True Calling for The Simple Life, and I was always like, "Fuck Paris!" And then the movie came out, and I was like, "Yes, you deserve to die." Not, that's for screwing with my show that I actually care about. That was so stupid. The Simple Life, when they were like on the farm and stuff. I don't know if you remember
I
that. I
never
know
watched it, but I
I
remember.
never really watched it either. I just saw bits and pieces. I'm flipping through and just like, all right, what is this?
Or he was an avid watcher. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it was a great kill. But yeah, that's about the only good thing I have to say about that
I
movie.
think everybody says that. Best kill.
It's like the only memorable thing, really, is Paris
Yeah,
Hilton getting that pole through her head.
yeah. Got I was thinking about the Blob too. With the one with Shawnee Smith, the remake. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed both of those. I mean, for the original one, what they could do with effects and everything. I mean, they did a good job. I mean, what
And
was
that
it?
song. The
Yeah.
theme song of that movie is amazing.
Mhm.
It's that little like the blob, the blob. I forget how it goes, but yeah, it's like a '50s thing. They're singing about the blob. It's freaking amazing. But yeah, I like both of those. I do like how they updated it with the remake because the other one was like in the time it was, it was in the '50s, so there was having to like, well, act like they would like normal time, but then they updated it. I forget, was it the '80s?
It was 80s, yeah.
Yeah, and they updated it, and I think it
How it
kind of
ate
made
them and
it.
disintegrate them and then pulled them down the sink. And yeah, it was a lot more,
Hmm.
a little bit more gore to it.
Right. Yeah, I definitely liked it.
Well, I mean, both of them though, I like them both. There's none that I prefer over the other.
That's
That's
true.
that's one I think that pulled it off for its time. And the
About
uh,
Piranha.
it's been forever. I don't even remember the original much, but it's been so long since I've watched that. But yeah, Jerry O'Connell in the new one. Oof.
Yeah, you got Jerry O'Connell. You got what's his name? Doc Brown.
Yeah, Christopher Lloyd.
Mila Kunis was a kid in that movie.
Hmm.
And then we got what was his name? The guy that does the Arby's commercials now. Lewis something or other. Lewis Von shit. I can't think of his name.
Louis von Shit. Good one.
I don't even know if his name's Lewis. Vin something. I don't remember. He's the voice of the Arby's commercials now. He's in it. That's gonna bug me. But I don't have an extra device to research. I got my tablet going. Oh wait, I could pull up an extra tab.
I can bring up Piranha if you want.
IMBD. No, I don't want images, you dumbass. Pardon my dumbass.
Oh yeah, Elizabeth Shue was in it too. Oh, Richard Dreyfuss, of course, in the beginning of it. Ving Rhames, Steve McQueen was in it. The grandson of Steve McQueen, of course, not
Oh,
Steve,
gotcha.
not Steve McQueen. Yeah, not not the OG Steve McQueen.
Yeah, Ving.
Ving Rhames.
That's the dude I was thinking about. Yeah, Eli Roth is in it.
Wet t-shirt host, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, the original's okay, but I kind of like this one.
Yeah.
Just oh, my screen went black. But yeah, I kind of like this one, the remake one. I don't know. I think it's more fun. The other one, they kind of try to make it like Jaws, their version of Jaws, just with a piranha.
With Piranha, yeah.
They had piranha, they had orca, they had barracuda. They was trying to get that Jaws like theme to it. Something in the water, but it was trying to be more scary. But the remake was more fun. I think that's
Yeah.
why I kind of like that. And even though they have some crappy CGI in it, but yeah, I do kind of like the remake one. And then they have one that's like called Double D.
Yeah, the second one at the theme park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have that one too. I don't think any of the same people are in it though.
No, I like it. I think wasn't David Hasselhoff in that one?
Possible.
Let me look that up. I think he was on a 3D. I want Piranha Double D, not 3D. Oh,
Yeah.
here we go, Double D. Um, yeah, Vin Rames is in it. Oh, I forgot Danielle Panabaker was in it. That's right.
Oh, Ben Rames was in Double D as well.
Yeah, he had metal legs in it. Remember, they were trying to attack him, but he
Oh,
didn't. Yeah,
I know I own it, but it's been forever since I've seen it, so I don't really remember.
David Hasselhoff was in it.
That is great.
Oh yeah, Gary Busey.
Oh God, I definitely got to pull it out now.
Oh, I think is her name Madison. I know that's her brother from The Walking Dead. Matt Lintz is the freckled boy in it, and I know, like I was saying, that's the brother of from the girl from Walking Dead.
Which girl? There's a lot of girls.
Madison, is it Madison Lintz is her name or
Oh, from Fear.
no? From the original Walking Dead. Uh,
I know
is
there's
it
a
was it
character.
Sophia? I think Sophia. What's
Oh,
the girl's name?
Sophia.
What's her name? Isn't it something Lintz
I
or
have no
whatever?
idea what her real name is.
I forget. I know it's one of the beginning season or first few season girls.
Gotcha.
But anyway, that's her brother. I remember. I'm gonna have to look it up now. That's gonna bug me.
I got you. Yeah, I know there's a Madison character on that, but a lot of those people I don't know their real names,
Actually, I
unfortunately.
think I'm mixing her character name and her real name together. Most likely, that's
Now, Sophia was her character name if we're talking about the same person. If you're
yeah.
talking about
Well,
Carol's
I know
daughter,
Sophia was the character name, and I can't remember her name. And I actually met her years back too, like not too long after she was on there, like when she was still younger.
now one of her brothers played in The Walking Dead as well. I don't remember
No,
which
that's
one.
he was in The Walking Dead. Matt Lynch, known for The Walking Dead 2010, The Alienist, and Pixel 2015. So probably he was in The Walking Dead because his sister was.
Probably. I don't remember what character he played off the top of my head.
Oh, I have no idea.
I want to say it was Henry, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure the Henry character was played by both of her brothers, if I remember correctly. Like the younger
Okay,
version of
he
Henry.
played Henry in
Yeah,
Walking Dead.
I was right. I'm shocked. I'm right. But yeah, two of her brothers actually played that character because they had a younger version of Henry that was like her younger brother, and then
Yeah.
when he aged up, they used like her older brother.
Oh, and he was actually in the Crazies also. He was the distraught son number 2, and he was in Halloween 2. It's funny.
Nice.
He's in a couple of the sequels that we brought up.
I
He was Mark. I don't remember who Mark was in Halloween
don't
2,
either. It's
but
been
and then
long.
and then he was a distraught son in the Crazies. Uh, that kind of worked out there. That's kind of funny.
How about Poltergeist?
original. I love the new ones.
Yeah, I do like the original, but I did kind of like. I'm not gonna hate on the remake. I did like they had a scene where they're like sitting around the table and they were talking about the story of the first one. So in the remakes, or
Yeah,
unless it's a reboot,
remix.
I can never remember which what makes what. But they're sitting there. So the original story happened in that timeline. So they nod to it. They talk about what happened in it. So they don't like completely discount that. It's a new story with different people, but they do talk about the um,
What happened
previous.
there?
Yeah, they talk about the previous ones. Plus, it's Sam Raimi, so I kind of gotta. I don't know. I'm like a super fan of Sam Raimi, so there's a lot of stuff I kind of like because I like his style.
Yeah,
But I do not like it better than the original one. I can say that.
yeah,
But I'm not. I can't hate it, especially being Sam Raimi. I'm sure there's some Sam Raimi movies I don't like, but I can't think of the. What the hell are you doing down there? You okay? Sorry. I don't know if you heard that, but my dog just like freaked out for a second. She's like just being still, and all I heard was just like shake about.
I heard like a weird sound or something. And then,
Yeah, that was my dog. What you doing? Oh, the funniest thing, I went because I had to go out to go get something earlier, and I was taking her to the car, and we have a Saint Bernard that lives behind us, and the fence like comes up to the back, so the Saint Bernard was sitting there at the fence watching her. You've seen how big she is. She's a little dog. Saint Bernard's like 3 times her size. We're
like
talking about
Beethoven
Cujo. Yeah.
or Cujo.
My little ass dog thought she was going to stalk the Saint Bernard, and the Saint Bernard was looking right at her the whole time. He's just sitting there at the fence, and he's like almost tall enough to look over top of the fence, so like it comes up to like his head. He's sitting there just watching, and here she's just creeping. Oh, super slow, creeping. Like, really? You're gonna stalk a dog that's 3 times bigger than you? Then
It's
they
like all
sat
it's like a lot of those little dogs thinking they're the shit. They're like, oh,
right,
no.
and they're sitting there staring at each other. And I swear to God, the Saint Bernard stuck his tongue out at her. It's went. But then he got in trouble by his owner because we was sitting there, and then the other dog came, and I guess his other dog's aggressive, so we had to load up in the car. And I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause commotion. They were sitting there staring at each other. And I guess because his dog was, at the end of the yard, not listening to him and paying attention to my dog, he got in trouble.
Right.
But I thought it was funny that they were just staring at each other. And then here she's like stalking a bunny. I'm like, you dumbass. She's really smart though. I hate to say that, but still, stalking a Saint Bernard.
It's a smart dumbass.
She don't always have the best ideas. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's got super high prey drive. But I'm pretty sure that had nothing to do with the Saint Bernard. But she is a murderous little cute fur ball. She's killed several things.
It's like killing. So what other sequels, speaking of killing? Or I mean remakes, that's
Right. How about Carrie? Again with the remake with Chloe in it. But I gotta go with I like Sissy Spacek a little bit better.
yeah. Well, and then there was that other TV version of Carrie too that they did. I can't
I
think of
don't
who
know
that
if I've
was.
seen
But
that. I've heard about it. I've seen it, but or not like seen it, but I've like seen people talk about it. But I don't know if I've seen that one. But I know I've seen the one with Chloe. I'm pretty sure I own it. I'm pretty sure I bought it at discounted video store. But yeah, I don't know. I got to go with OG Carrie.
yeah, Sissy Spacek one. Yeah,
Mm. Then we kind of touched on the Ring
yeah.
earlier. How about Amityville Horror?
Hmm. Well, I saw the original one first, so I'm probably partial to that one. I
Yeah, that one's
it,
pretty creepy.
it was Ryan Reynolds was in that one, right?
Yeah, in the remake.
Doomsday's still here. Okay, cool.
Good.
I'm glad you're still here.
Yeah,
Anything you want to say? Go ahead and
yeah.
hop on in. Let us know.
Feel free to fill in your comments or your opinion on what we're
Opinions,
talking about.
questions, whatever, whatever you like. As you can tell, we were all over the place in
Right.
topics. Okay, getting notes done, record unboxing there. Okay, that's cool.
I just edited an unboxing today that I filmed last week. Oopsies.
Like
I remember saying
In Mortal
last.
Kombat, whoopsie. Or no, actually, you know how I always thought it was whoopsie? Apparently it's toasty. Toasty.
Really?
Yeah, it's toasty. Like when you're in the woods, I don't know if you remember we were fighting, if you hit someone through the woods, like that little gray guy came across, toasty.
No, I don't remember that. I've only played a couple of the newer Mortal Kombat's.
Okay, he's in the back listening. So, okay, well, that's cool. Hope you're enjoying it. Thanks for listening, sticking around. We appreciate it.
Rambles. Mostly mine. I'm all over the place. I ain't even got notes too. I'm still all over. But yeah, the original is probably better, but I do like Ryan Reynolds' performance in the remake.
Yeah.
I think he does play a really creepy character.
Again, it's been a while since I've even watched that one. I think after tonight, after the stuff we talked about, some of these I got to go back and watch or track down.
Right. How about Day of the Dead? I'm pretty sure I'm not 100%, but I want to say the remake is what brought us Fast Zombies. Because we're not going to count 28 Days Later, because those are technically not zombies. But plus, I don't remember if that is before or after the remake of Day of the Dead. But I'm like 50% sure the remake of Day of the Dead brought us Fast Zombies.
Fast Zombies. Yeah, I don't remember anything before that that had the runners.
Yeah. And I can't remember if 28 Days Later was before or after it, but still, that's a rage virus. It's not technically a zombie, so I don't count that.
Yeah, they weren't zombies. They were
Yeah.
angry or yeah, rage.
But yeah, Day of the Dead is what brought us Fast Zombies. I'm pretty sure. There might be a movie before that, but I want to say it was Day of the Dead. But I don't know. Some of the CGI in that's kind of out there. I can't remember. I know there was Nick Cannon, and I can't remember the girl's name. I know she was in a lot of movies. I can't think of what her name is. I'll look it up while I'm jabbering. But I don't really remember the original one very much. I'm sure I know I've seen it.
Wasn't the original one, there was a lot more of like on a base or something?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is on the base.
And I remember one part when they were like in the hallway. Well, of course, their zombies get torn apart, but the one guy that literally got torn apart all over, there was like a whole group of them. They were ripping open his chest.
I don't think I clicked on the right. Yeah, I definitely did not click on the. Oh, it's TV series. No wonder that's not right.
Yeah, no, definitely not TV series.
I was like, I don't know any of these people. Day of the Dead. Not 85. I don't know what Candyman's in this list.
What?
Ah, here it is. Yes, it showed Candyman for some odd reason.
Who said Candyman 5 times?
I'm looking at a TV screen. Does that count as a mirror?
Well, I mean,
Mina
I think.
Mina Sherva?
Oh, Mina Savari.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I butchered that. Jesus Christ.
She was in American Beauty and American Pie and yeah, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the girl I was thinking of. And then Nick Cannon, before we found out the way he was. Or is, I should say. But I don't know. I kind of like the cast at the time, but I honestly don't remember. But now you said that was at the army base. I do remember it a little bit more. But yeah, it was a little bit. I would say the OG is better than the remakes. And the remake had a vegetarian zombie in it. I'm pretty sure that was our first vegetarian zombie.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah,
But
it was a vegetarian zombie because the person was a vegetarian before he turned. So when he turned, he was still vegetarian. And I think, if I remember correctly, he also had a crush on the girl, Mia. So
okay.
he was like, he still had a crush on her and was still vegetarian after he turned. I don't remember if he was supposed to be the new Bub. What Bub was in Day of the Dead, wasn't he? Or was he in something else?
Actually, I think that was Day of the Dead.
Yeah, I don't remember. People probably like Doomsday sitting there listening. Might be the only one. He's just screaming, "Why don't you know this?"
You're so stupid. Come on now.
I'm just kidding. I don't know if they're doing that or not. It just sounded funny. um,
It'd be like Stewie, stop mocking me.
yeah. How about Last House on the Left?
They were both pretty brutal.
Yeah. I would kind of say it depends on how you want it to end because both of them have a different ending.
Yeah.
So it kind of depends how you want it to end. But yeah, they're both pretty brutal. But yeah, I kind of like them both the same almost because they both, each one has a different ending. So it's kind of the same movie up to a point and then it just like branches off.
Mm-hmm. Just like the Blob, I like both versions.
Yeah. I would say I like both. How about, have you seen Quarantine?
That's been a while. The TV reporters or whatever, right? That
Right,
was
yeah. It's a
yeah,
remake of the, I want to say it's Spanish
yeah, the
version of
Spanish one.
Record.
Yeah, which I don't think I watched the Spanish one, so I can't really
It's
compare.
basically down to a T. Quarantine is almost exactly like the first Record. It's almost identical. They may have changed a little bit, but it's almost exact thing except it's English with
Oh,
different
that's right.
actors.
It's the records or whatever. Three.
Hmm.
It's ones.
But
Yeah, there's.
after the first one, they take a different path. Like Record has 4 movies, and they take like I know one even happens at a wedding and whatnot. But I I've, I know those 4 takes place at a wedding. I don't remember 2 or 3, but
I
that
think
one
one of them's on a boat, right?
maybe, yeah, I think it is. And then Quarantine 2 takes place on an airplane.
Yeah, that I remember.
And they never had another Quarantine after that. But
Mm.
they separated and went different paths after that one. Quarantine didn't keep copy and recorded.
Yeah.
It was basically our English version, and it was almost exact copy. But I don't know. I do own both Quarantines. I do kind of like them, but I watched them before and even knew about Record. And then I found Record, but I kind of like its storyline as well.
Yeah.
But like the first one is almost like watching the same exact movie. It's just one's English and one's
One
not.
Spanish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I had like started watching it one time, and nothing wrong with watching foreign movies and subtitles. I mean, I like foreign movies too. I'll watch them,
Right.
but I think at the time I was either not in the mood to read or whatever, so I didn't watch it. But seeing it compared to Quarantine, like when they were outside, it was like almost pretty much shot for shot a little bit with the
Yeah.
reporter and everything. It was
Yeah,
pretty.
it is almost. It's pretty close to being shot for shot. I think there's a couple changes, but it's almost like exactly the same. So it's just basically watching a dubbed version of Record. I wouldn't even say dubbed because that
Or
would,
English non-dub. Yeah,
yeah.
I was let's see. I was also thinking Psycho.
Yeah, that was on my list as well. Vince Vaughn playing Anthony Perkins.
Hmm.
He did all right. I definitely got to go OG there.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah, I
original.
got to go OG. I ain't gonna hate on Vince Vaughn though, but yeah, I don't know how he did all right, but I don't know if his performance definitely doesn't live up to what's his name, Anthony Perkins, but
And they
def-
definitely didn't need to add in him enjoying himself watching her, tossing that part in there. I was like,
I
nah,
forgot about that.
Yeah, I wish I would have forgotten about that part, but
Yeah, I forgot about that because
that was well.
I was talking to my husband about like different movies. Like sometimes he's like, we'll talk about like a certain person, and I was like, I'll bring up like Ryan Reynolds. I was like, oh yeah, he was in. Um, yeah, that's correct. It doesn't hold a candle to Psycho original.
Yeah.
But like Ryan Reynolds, I was like, yeah, but he was he's like, oh, like such never been in a horror movie, and I could spout off like three of them that they'd been in. But I was like, yeah, Vince Vaughn. I was talking because he was in Freaky, and I was
Freaky
talking
was
about
good. I like that. I mean,
I love him in Freaky, but yeah, I don't see him play. I didn't like him much as the Psycho, but yeah, I was telling him that he played in the Psycho remake, and he's like, what? I got it. I'm sure I got it around here somewhere. I know I have Psycho 1 through 3, I think. Maybe 4 if there is a 4. I'm pretty sure I have 1 through 3. I know for a fact I have 1 with Anthony Perkins. And then I have a set that has like a lot of the sequels, a couple of the sequels. How,
he was in a couple of the sequels too. Anthony Perkins.
yeah. And then I know I have the remake as well. I just don't know where it's at this moment. I thought about going through all my movies and like pulling all the remakes so I'd have a stack of them sitting here where I could like hold them up, but I was like, no, because then I have to put them away after.
Put him back after is like, yeah.
I don't want to do that. Now, originally when I did my notes, it was before I watched the Japanese version, but I got The Grudge on here. I thought like the American, like the first one, I thought it was really good, and I'm pretty sure I just watched the Japanese one for the first time today, and it was pretty scary. I don't know. I want to call it a close tie.
Yeah, they were both.
OG was probably a little bit better because I don't really remember the remake as well. But the newest remake with the Harold Kumar dude, oh my god, they couldn't figure out what they were doing with that thing. They had the cast, and because I like the Harold and Kumar dude, I can't think of his name. I like
Uh,
him. He was in Searching. I thought he did really good in that.
that was good. Yeah, with his daughter. Yeah.
And I can't. That's the only movie that's coming to mind. But I was like, oh, he's going to be in it. And what Lynn, whatever her name
Lin
is,
Shay. Yeah.
yeah, Lynn Shay was in it. I was like, this is going to be good. I had hopes. I watched it. I was like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, oh my god. They was just like, they couldn't decide where they wanted to take the movie, it seemed like. But I don't know. I didn't really like the new remake, but I do kind of like the American one, and I do like the Japanese one. So a little bit different than my Ring one, because I didn't really like the Japanese one, but I like the American one. This one, I kind of like. I like the American and the Japanese. I just don't like the newest remake with the Harold and Kumar dude.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't watched that one yet. I was debating. I'm like, I don't know if I want to see it. Like
I
it.
waited till it came on Hulu, I think, and I watched it. And I don't remember if it's still on Hulu or not. It might be. It might be on Prime too. But yeah, I saw people talking about it, how it just kind of like went all over the place. I was like, no, people are just saying that because it's a remake. I watched it and like, yeah,
It was all over.
they didn't know what the hell they were doing. They just, it's like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know. I wasn't into that one, and I was really disappointed because I really wanted to like that one about the town who dreaded sundown.
It's been a while to that one.
I own both of these as well. It's like a double pack that has both of them. I
And I
kind of
think isn't it like a bit of a sequel, a little bit, or like I don't know because they like mentioned the first one. It's kind of weird how they
It's been
made
a
it.
minute since I've seen them, but I know I kind of felt like it did need an update, even though it has some brilliant kills in the original one. Because I don't think they brought the tambourine. It's
Because
not
I
a
think what it
tambourine.
was like the first one is like a movie of something that happened. It was weird how they did it, if I'm thinking correctly. It was like sort of connected to it in a way.
Yeah, I think in the yeah, I think you're right. I think in the remake they play the original. I think. God, I don't remember.
But
And
you know
then
what I'm talking about, though. It was weird,
yeah,
like how
I
it was
think now you say
connected.
it, I think I know what you're talking about because they actually still do that. I guess in the town they still play the original. You know,
Yeah,
because it like a true story of something that happened. Well,
it was like a true. Well, for them,
we'll
a true
call it
story.
true. Yeah, you always got to look in. If anything says true story, you always look into it because it could be the smallest thing that's true. Like some of the kills I think are not correct, and
Right.
like I said tambourine, but I meant that's not tambourine. It's a trombone. I don't think. I think that was fake. I don't remember what, but if something says true story, it doesn't always mean every single thing in that movie is fact.
Right. Just a couple of, or based on
Right.
true
Or it
events.
could be based on multiple true stories. I've came across that too. A movie say it's a true story, and then I research it, and then it's like it took a little bit of this true story and a little bit of that true story, merged them into one, and but you could still call it a true story because the truth.
It is true portions, but yeah.
Right. So yeah, every time I see something says it's a true story, I've learned my lesson. I had an argument with this dude. This will actually kind of lead into one of the other movies because my name pretty much on everything is Boomstick. Miss Boomstick on everything. So I was playing PlayStation with this dude, and they thought they would be like, "Oh, this is a chick. She don't know shit." I'm gonna say that I met the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like the real dude in Texas, and his family. I'm like, no, you didn't. I guarantee, no, you didn't, because the original dude was in Wisconsin, and he didn't have a family. It was just him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was trying to tell me that he knew the family that it was based off of, and he met them, hung out with them. I'm like, no, you didn't. I guarantee, no, you didn't.
Because it was only one person. There wasn't a whole
Right?
family.
Yeah, it's Ed Gein
Ed
from
Gein, yeah.
Wisconsin, not Texas. But yeah, he tried to like. I guess he's trying to act like Bill Bad, and I wouldn't know shit or whatever. He tried to tell me that he met this the family it was based off of. I'm like, no, he didn't.
Because it's not who it is. It's not
And they're like,
famous.
yeah, I did. You just don't know. You don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, I guarantee you, no, he didn't.
Why
So
don't you look it up?
right, yeah, trying to treat me like I was stupid and trying. I don't know if he was trying to like impress me or something. I don't really know, or trying to make it sound like he was cool or whatever. But, but yeah, trying to like, oh yeah, I met them and like, no, because it didn't even happen in Texas. So
Maybe he met the actors who played him, but I don't
no,
know.
according to him, he met the real people, the real family behind it. Like, no, he didn't. But yeah, I called him out on his bullshit, and he didn't like that too well.
Oh well, you're gonna be
Yeah.
always
Yeah, if
comes
I
with.
hear something, like if I hear something, I don't care who you are. And even I did barely. I was just playing some game with them, and they're like trying to be that. I'll call you out on your bullshit. I don't care. Like no. But yeah, I had Texas Chainsaw Massacre on here as well.
So now, which remake though? The one with Jessica Biel, or
Yeah,
which
you can
one would
pick
you like?
whatever one you want.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, there's a couple of different ones that they had
Yeah,
done
I
remakes.
think I think I was thinking of the Jessica Biel one when I put my notes. I think I forgot about the other one, but yeah, I got definitely go with OG because I love Gunner.
Yeah,
I love the original one. It's definitely cannot beat it. I
yeah.
remember seeing the one with Jessica Biel in the theater, and the people in front of me. There was two women sitting in front of me, and they were like, "Ooh, it's squeamish! You're not look at the screen," and like complaining about the bloody, like him cutting somebody's face
It's
off.
like, well, this is Texas
I'm like,
Chainsaw
I
Massacre.
so if I wasn't in a theater, I know I went to see this by myself too. If I went in the theater, I was like, "What'd you think you were seeing?"
Exactly.
Like, what the hell did you think you were physically going to see? Because it was just
This
too
isn't the Notebook or whatever,
right.
or
I
some
don't think it
romance.
was. I don't think they had a guy with them. I think it was just two women that went and seen this, and they were sitting like right in front of me, and they're like freaking out about them. I'm like, does he does that in like every single movie?
What did
What
you think you were going to see?
like really? I wanted to say it so bad, but I kept my mouth shut, and I'm like, what the hell? You don't just go to Texas Chainsaw Massacre and not expect that to happen.
No,
or
it's not a G-rated movie, you know. I mean,
right. Or even if you don't really know the plot or what, or like the previous movies before that,
I mean,
I'm
the
pretty
title
sure there was
itself,
something in the
Mass
trailer
Chainsaw.
that would have hinted that this is going to be a bloody movie.
I mean,
I'm pretty
the
sure there
title
might have been some
itself.
hints,
I mean, the title itself,
right?
Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, hello.
Apparently, they didn't think that meant cutting off people's faces, but whatever. I just remember kind of giggling to myself, man, because I wanted to say something, but I didn't.
Have you seen a little off topic, but you know the Merkin videos that they
Yeah,
do?
I love the
Okay,
Merkins.
they did one Chainsaw Sexy. I don't know if you watched that
Yeah,
video or not.
Vince from the Spices, he sent me that, and I was like, oh, they must have re-released that because I was thinking of a different video of that guy dressed up as Leatherface. He
There is
did,
another Leatherface one.
yeah, he did a different country song. I don't remember what it was, but when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, I saw that already. I was thinking it was the other one. I played it. I was like, yeah, I have not seen that.
The chainsaw. He's like taking the chainsaw to bed. So I'm like, okay, that's a little too much there.
That
And
was hilarious.
he was putting the
Oh,
lube on the blade. He's just like,
I love the Merkins.
oh,
They
they do
are
some great stuff.
hilarious. I love their songs.
All the Friday the 13th ones, the Nightmare on Elm. They're
Mhm.
all great. I mean, they're just
They
hilarious.
did Alice in Chains with the
In the
Pinhead.
Pinhead, yeah. The
Yeah, the
man in
box.
the bar. He's like, say nobody. That was great.
Yeah, I absolutely love them. They're great. They're very imaginative to think of the things that they think of. I like the ones where they have the multiple characters and they do like songs, like they do some
The
like
Slash
Boys and
Street
Men
Boys
songs,
and stuff.
Backstreet Boys.
Shit, I should try sending them some messages and see if they'd want to come on. They'd be fun to talk to.
Oh yeah, it would be hilarious to have them on,
to,
especially
to
if they
see
were
how
all
they,
messed up.
or yeah, if they were messing, even if they were, I mean, either way, I mean, it'd still be great just to see their
Right.
process and how they decide on what songs to do. And I might have to look them
Nice
up.
saving one with Michael Myers. I forget what they called it, but yeah, that one was hilarious. Where he had the Vanilla Ice hairdo with the Michael
Yeah,
Myers mask.
yeah, they do some good stuff. So. Okay. Anyway, next thing. Hey, that's just us. We just ramble on about whatever.
Right.
It's a horror show. It doesn't necessarily have to be
Right.
one
Yeah, we don't
thing.
got to stay. It would probably be boring to stay on topic.
So,
Let's see. I did. We did. Have you seen the Mother's Day movies?
Mother's Day. It's been a while. I don't really remember too much of
I
those.
just saw the original one. The original one was on Joe Bob recently,
Mhm.
and then I own the remake, but I don't know. I kind of like the remake a little bit better, but
The
I don't
original one, were they kind of like those hillbilly brothers or whatever that was killing for their mom or something? Or am
yeah,
I
it's
thinking?
basically like that. It was like they're like criminal brothers, and yeah, they basically the mom is like the head honcho and like tells them what to do and
Yeah.
whatnot. But yeah,
So I think I saw the original one, but I didn't watch the new one. So.
it's like the same plot basically, and well, with the mom being the leader of the boys anyway. The rest of it I can't remember if it's the same, but yeah, I would say the remake on that one. I saw the new one not too, or the old one not too long ago, and I was like, it was all right. It wasn't bad, but I liked the remake one better. I can't remember who played the mother in the remake, but she did a good job. I can look it up while I'm talking. Mother's Day.
Oh, let's see. Darren Lynn Bosman directed the one with Rebecca Okay. That's the new Mother's Day. At least someone new. Thanks, Patrick.
Yeah, Rebecca D. Mornay, I think.
Yeah.
I probably butchered the hell out of that. What? Oh, I thought you was talking to me.
I said blessed air conditioning.
Oh. But yeah, I definitely like the remake on that one better.
I'll have to go back and watch this. Like I said, a lot of these we've discussed. I'll probably go back and watch them.
Yeah, I definitely got to revisit a couple of them.
I still got to go watch Society again before next week.
Yeah, I watched that a couple days ago. Do not eat yogurt before the shunting.
Hmm.
It made me gag. I forgot how bad the shunting was, and I ate a couple things of yogurt before it, and I was like, "Oh my god, why did I do that?" That was bad because they're like all slimy and
Rebecca did a fair share of horror. Yeah, I have to look her up and see what else she's in. I can't picture her right now. But you had her brought up, right? So
yeah, she's in Hand to Rock's Cradle. She was the babysitter. Um, I love that movie, Hand to Rock's Cradle. That was like one of my first like. It's more of a thriller, I would say, but she's in Identity. I think that one's a horror movie. And
oh, Identity. Yeah, I think Identity was the one at the hotel.
yeah,
Oh, the people. That was a good
it's
one.
not showing me a picture. All I had was a title, so I couldn't remember if it. I didn't know if it was the same one or not. Um, oh, she was in the Shining miniseries that we talked about earlier. She was in the Outer Limits.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I love uh, Hand that Rocks the Cradle.
Well, since I watched that too.
Yeah, I know I owned it when it was on uh, VCR. Jesus Christ. I own a VCR tape of it. I'm not saying it. But how about Prom Night?
I wasn't really a fan of the new one too much.
It was all right. I do own it. I do like Jamie Lee Curtis better. The other one was all right. Um, Definitely not as good.
I think I was working at the movie theater at the time when that came out. I can't remember.
I have Black Christmas, but I am talking about Black Xmas remake. I have not seen the new one, nor do I really want to, to be quite
Yeah,
honest. What I have heard about that movie, I do not want to have anything about it. I have no interest in seeing. Even the previews makes it look awful.
yeah,
And what I've heard, it doesn't even have to do with Billy. I was like,
yeah.
what the fuck you think? No.
I do enjoy the cookie cutters. That's good. The skin. I remember they were using the skin of them.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I really do like the classic, but I do like Black Christmas, the Xmas one.
The Xmas.
Yeah, I'd own. I don't think I own the original, but I do own Black Xmas.
Yeah,
I know for a fact I own that one because I was just putting away my Christmas movies the other day, moving them around. But I do not own that, and I have not seen the new one. I just don't
I
care
thought it
to.
was horrible. I don't really care to see it.
You know, I don't want to. No, it's awful. I think that's the end of my list. So we can just whatever
Yeah,
you think of. I've covered my 30 movies I had wrote down.
I'm good, and we're actually coming up on 2 hours anyway. So I figure we'll just remind people of who's coming up next week. Going to be doing two shows. One at 2 p.m. because Nicholas Vince from Hellraiser, he lives in the UK, so he's taking the time, to come out. So we of course I'm happy to accommodate that. That's great for him to come out. So that's why we'll be doing a 2 p.m. show. And then at 7 our normal time, we got Brian Bremer, who we mentioned Society and Pumpkinhead and Silent Night, Deadly Night 5. He'll be joining us, and it's actually his first podcast, so he hasn't done it yet. He said he's really excited. He's looking forward to it, so it should be a good one, and we can
Yeah,
introduce
that
him.
should be interesting because I'm going to have to stream off my phone again because I'll be in Illinois next weekend. So,
Oh, okay.
so I'll be at my
Charge
mom's.
it, charge it up for Nicholas, and then
Right, yeah, I'll have to definitely put it away or somewhere.
you get
This
the
one,
get the get the 10-foot cord and keep it charged.
right. So yeah, I'll have to definitely figure something out because we're leaving Friday and we'll probably stay there till probably Sunday or Monday because they want to see us before.
All right, Patrick, enjoy the rest of that. Watching the Devil's Candy. Yeah.
But yeah, we haven't been there out down there since Easter, so they want to see us before Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'll have to find a place in the house to stream. I want to bring one of my tripods, but last time I did that, I was upside down.
Just like I almost was with Danielle that one night.
Right.
It's
I,
good.
I don't know. I'll have to figure out something to bring. Either I'll bring the tripod and just hope I'm not going to be upside down
Yeah.
or something. I don't know. I don't even know where in the house I'm going to go, but we'll figure out something.
Yep. And then, of course, on the 11th, Tommy McLaughlin, who wrote and directed Jason Lives. So that'll be another fun one. So next
Also
couple of
produced
weeks, yeah,
it.
it's
Sometimes we
sometimes
get back.
directed that to see gig. Yes. So a good next couple of weeks. So you'll get to see more than us. But
More
yeah,
notice.
but it's been fun though. And I'm gonna eat the rest of my chicken teriyaki and then go to bed. Back to work tomorrow.
It's like
So
8 o'clock, and I got to figure out what to do for dinner. So,
but yeah, I think we talked about some good movies and compared, and so yeah. All
oh,
right.
also, I've been recording at this. Probably by Monday, I will have the audio transferred over. You can find it on Spotify or pretty much anywhere you can listen to a podcast. All you gotta do is look up Miss Boomstick. I also been posting links to the House of Horror podcast. So
Yep.
if you just want to have the audio version to like listen, we'll use Spotify as an example. If you want to like take us with you and listen on Spotify or whatever, just look up Miss Boomstick and the
When you're
audio.
driving to those conventions, just when
Right, taking a long trip, need some 2 hours to listen to. You want to hear us jabber on about different stuff, then play us. And sorry, the dog's freaking and they're playing or something. But but yeah, I'm working on transferring all of our podcasts. I do have I have Camden Joy's, I have Clint Carney's, I did Danielle Donahue.
yeah, that's fun.
Um, I've been recording as I do this, but I have to do a little editing before I can transfer it over. So this one will be going over probably next because I don't have one backed up. And then I don't know who I'm doing after that, but I'm trying to get all the podcasts over there. I do have one review over there that I do not have on my channel. So if you want to hear my thoughts on the movie Great White, check it out over there. Trying to think. But yeah, I don't know. Once I get caught up on the podcast, I don't know what else I'm going to post over there. But if you just want the audio version, look up Miss Boomstick. And there you go. Or look for the links in the House of Horror.
Yep. Yeah, if you haven't joined that Facebook group yet, head on over and you'll get that information, of course. And whenever we post guests up there, and you can post anything you'd like to, horror related or whatever. Feel free. It's like I said, anyone can join, and we're actually up to 102 in the group now. So yes, we are getting up there. So share it, like it, whatever. Come see us. All right, I guess that's it then. So
Awesome.
have a good night. Yep.
All right. Talk to you later.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.